Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tuwanizaako nate puroguramu yaffe manya amateeka kyenyiza okuyita legal perspective. Tuwaniza ku GSTV Africa, amannya sigala nze Lubega Fati Kadunabi, an advocate with the High Court and all subordinate courts there under. Tukomyewo olunaku olwaleero kubeera nga twejjukanya nga tweyigirizaamu ku mateeka gaffe agatufuga mu Uganda. Oli Munnayuganda era osaana okubeera ng'omanya amateeka ki agakufuga. Remember nti obutamanya mateeka tekikugisaako musango, tekikugisaako kubeera ng'oli liable. Ng'Omuzungu nga kiri mu mateeka gaffe, that ignorance of the law is not a defense. Nate tukomyewo okubeera nga twejjukanya ku bintu eby'enjawulo, ng'ensonga etulesezza olunaku olwaleero yakwejjukanya ku kintu kye twandise property conveyancing. Property conveyancing mu lufuutifuuti mu Luganda oyinza okukiyita enkyusiganya mu bintu. Property conveyancing is the transfer of property from one person to another. That is to say, from the owner to the buyer in regards to a specific property. It can be land, it can be a car, it can be some other property of value or valuable consideration. When do we what are major items to consider in transferring property? What are main steps to transfer? Our main interest today is going to be in transfer of land, though it can be used in transfer of other things, although they can change like in different technicalities, though they can be small, but they are valuable consideration. In the first place, we shall talk about the steps to consider in transferring land. You know that in Uganda nowadays we have a lot of fraudsters. Abantu abeefula nti baagala okuyamba abantu okubaguza ettaka. We have different brokers abatali genuine. We have a lot of people abeeyimbika mulimu gw'okutunda amataka, okutunda ebintu ebyenjawulo naye nga si batuufu. So kati program yali ekuyambako omanya otya nti ky'ogula gye kiri, ky'ogula n'okwewala ebizibu ebiyinza okuddira mu maaso ng'ogenda mu kkooti oba okugula empewo, nga steps tuzigera ziva kumu okutuuka nga like that property you have bought nga you have transferred into your names as it is well established into our law. For example, in the Registration of Titles Act, okubeera n'ekyapa, it is 100% protection of ownership of land. Indivisibility, in other words, it can be called indivisibility of title. Omuntu ali mu kyapa abeera nga yenna nnyini ttaka, omutuufu at the face of it yabeera nga yina lawful occupation of that property. So we are going to the steps of transferring property, what you should consider. And in the first step you should consider is that for starters, for conveyancing to occur, there must be an offer. There must be an offer, and we talked about that in our program in regards to contract, where we say that if there is to be a contract, there must be an offer, and that offer must be accepted by the other party. So in regards, the the vendor of a property should make an offer of selling that property, and the prospective buyer must have accepted that property. Must have accepted the property in exchange of a valuable consideration. So, what are steps to consider in conveyancing of land? The first one is that you should make due diligence. Due diligence involves different things, different steps they are under. As it was evident in a lot of cases of Uganda law, where I remember there is a case House Matovu, where Justice Matovu said that that land is not vegetables that you find on the street and you buy. Land is a valuable good that you should take due diligence. A further step of asserting that the buyer who is selling you that land is actually the rightful owner. And among due diligence, the steps you can consider, first of all, if the land is registered with Ministry of Lands, you can make a search, a formal search with Ministry of Lands. It can show you the rightful owner of the property and whether the land has any encumbrance. It can be a caveat or a mortgage. It helps you to know prior to enter into a contract with the seller, to know that there are some encumbrances on the land before you enter into a contract. So, if the land is not registered, you can even if it is registered, you should make a further step of visiting the property. In visiting the property, you should inquire from the neighbors, local leaders. Making a prior search, due diligence. You should make searches on the physical property, also the formal searches with the land registry. So after asserting that, okay, actually this property belongs to this person, then you go on to the next step. That step is where legal professionals come. I should enter into a contract. I have a program which was in regards to contract. As these contracts basically etegeeza nzikiziganya wakati w'abantu ababiri nti omuguzi akkiriza okukola ki, okutunda ettaka lino oba akkiriza okutunda emmotoka ye eri another person okubeera nga yafuna interest mu ttaka eryo. So in a contract there are a lot of clauses which must be paid attention to. Mulimu the consideration, what is supposed to be paid and how is it supposed to be paid. Net transfers inabeera effected when mu contract mwennyini consideringira nti omuntu anakwadde transfer forms, anasigninga transfer forms, era kakasa nti ekintu kyakukoze tekiriko encumbrance oba kiriko encumbrance but will be liable. Yes. So after entering into a contract, you go on to if you have paid a partial payment. If you have made a partial payment, you go on to if the land is registered with the Ministry of Lands, gain title, you go on to lodge a caveat. Lodge a caveat with Ministry of Lands, and that caveat, it can bear that person, the registered proprietor, from transferring or selling that land to another person without your knowledge. So if at all that person is supposed to transfer that property, you must be aware. A caveat, as according to the Registration of Titles Act of Uganda, a caveat by a beneficiary, it doesn't expire. It doesn't have an expiration period, as opposed to other caveats which have expiration periods of 30 days, 60 days. So for a caveat, for a person who has an interest in the property, it doesn't expire as per the Registration of Titles Act in regards to land. So after lodging a caveat, you go on to transfer property. Okay, before transferring property, after full payment of the consideration price, you go on to transfer the property. You remove the caveat, you get the sign the transfer forms from the registered proprietor. You pay the required fees, which include stamp duty and other taxes. The property is transferred into your names. So if that property is transferred into your names, you have indivisibility of title. You are the lawful owner of that property, so you're protected at all costs. So thereby, you'll be protecting your rights in land you have bought. So remember that the possessor of title is indivisible. So he owns the property. Yes, that's all about land conveyancing. Just in case that you need more information in regards to property conveyancing, land conveyancing, please you can reach out to us on our different social media platforms. Era essaawa eno yennyini nga mbadde njagala okubasiibula era nga mbagaliza omwaka omulungi 2025. Mungu akuwatiremu barakati, Allah ffenna atusaasire abeere nga atuggulirawo. Bajjukiza okubeera nga mukumya ku GSTV Africa ebbanga lyonna kubanga ebeera ne programs ezizimba, zisomesa era ezigasa. Wa hadha, assalaamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.